Hi, everybody. Welcome live to SoFi Stadium, and what a thrilling 2023 season opener for this Miami Dolphins team. Tua Tagovailoa finally back and healthy after dealing with multiple concussions last season. Remember, he contemplated retirement, was going to hang up his shoes and end his career. Instead, he trains really hard, comes back, puts on 10 pounds of muscle, even takes jiu-jitsu to learn how to fall. And what he does is he turns out one of the best opening weekend performances in 30 years. In case you missed it, let's show you what happened. We start third quarter. Dolphins 1st and 10 from the Chargers 35. Forget a first down. Tua going for it all, hitting Tyreek Hill for the touchdown. Special game from this duo. Dolphins back on top 27-24. Fast forward under 2 minutes to play. 3rd and goal, trailing by 4. It's Tua back to the cheetah. Hill had 215 receiving yards and 2 tutties. It's 36-34. The defense needing to hold the Chargers. The Dolphins D hadn't had a sack all game. They have 2 in the final series. Dolphins win in thrilling fashion in their season opener over the Chargers, 36-34. Tua throwing for 466 yards and 3 touchdowns. His first game out of concussion protocol since last Christmas.
Really excited to be out there again. I don't think anything else relates to the adrenaline rush when you go out there. You got the fans. Even when you're warming up, you can smell the popcorn. You know, there's just a lot of things that you just can't really emulate. And being able to go out there with the guys, it was awesome. And I was just very appreciative of the opportunity.
A special performance from Tua. This is actually the most passing yards in a season opening game since Dan Marino in the early 1990s. Tua had his parents here in person. They flew out. He said it was so great to have that support inside SoFi Stadium. And we are just getting started with our Dolphins coverage tonight. Don't forget, we have Lexus Sports Extra following the news at 11:30. We're going in depth inside the Dolphins locker room. Plus, we bring in Drew Rosenhaus. We'll see you again a little bit later in the show and on Sports Extra. Live at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, Josh Moser, 7 News 19. Tua and Justin Herbert will always be linked simply because they were taking a pick apart in the 2020 draft. When they are both done playing, who has a better overall career?
Well, right now, you'd have to say Justin Herbert. I mean, you know, he's been stunningly good. He's been an all-pro. He just signed a mega contract, became the highest paid player in football, and Tua is a wonderful talent who's a dynamite player, but has battled injuries and consistently been able to stay on the field. So I really like Tua. I think he's a wonderful player, but I think you'd have to go with Herbert at this juncture.
Fans love this debate, and they certainly don't forget that Tua was taken 5th overall. Herbert was taken 6th in 2020. Drew, we appreciate you so much. We're excited to have you back for the entire NFL season.
Look forward to it.
Time now for 7 Sports with Josh Moser.
Hi, everybody. Welcome down to the field level at Arrowhead Stadium. And this game in front of us tonight, the AFC wildcard between the Chiefs and the Dolphins, has Ice Bowl-type vibes. Already in the negative temperatures, wind chill is expected to bring it down into the minus 30 range. And Tyreek Hill says he's not going to wear any sleeves. Remember, this is his return to Arrowhead. Hill, leading the NFL in receiving yards this season, was just named a first-team All-Pro. He also just became the first receiver in NFL history to make 8 consecutive Pro Bowls to start his career. And this Dolphins offense will need him tonight. He says attacking the cold weather is a mindset.
With me being me, I played there, and I understand the conditions. I'm not even worried about it at all. So I'm going to go out there with no sleeves and, you know, just tell the rest of the guys, hey, look, man, it's a mindset. If those guys see you wearing sleeves, obviously they're going to think you soft. So we're going to go out there and do our thing.
I know football players are tough, but these temperatures are for real. After standing out here for just 10 minutes, I can barely feel my lips and my face. We will see if this Miami team can acclimate to these cold temps and upset the Chiefs. Again, this team has not won a road playoff game in more than 50 years. Hopefully there's some magic in the wild card round. on. Mike, I'm running up inside to go get warm. Let's send it back to you. Everybody, welcome live to Edmonton. Will the Stanley Cup champion be crowned tonight? The Panthers will earn their first title in franchise history with the win. The Oilers are trying to force a Game 7 after being down 3-0 in this championship series. For the Cats, it starts with Matthew Tkachuk. He's coming off his best game of the Stanley Cup. Chucky, leading the Panthers in points this postseason, is the heartbeat of this team. He says he's hoping to find that extra level this evening in the biggest game of the season, his career, and in the history of the franchise.
I just want to elevate because I want to help my team. I want to help this team win. It's kind of what everybody thinks right now. It's go out there, do whatever you can to just win that one game. We have that mindset. Edmonton has that mindset. I think that's why, both teams are in the position they're in right now, is because we've both had that. You don't really think about the series. You don't try to get ahead of yourself.
The lights are dimmed here at Rogers Place. The stage is set. 19,000 are expected in a sold-out crowd this evening. Another 15,000 watching on big screens outside of the arena. It should be an incredible atmosphere. The same at the watch party back in Sunrise, where the Panthers hope to win. And that is where we find our Donovan Campbell. Hi, D. Nobody has more touchdowns in a Dolphins uniform in a single season than this man right here. Raheem Moser, thanks so much for taking time to chat with us this week.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It's still a surreal moment for me right now, but it's all fun though. I still don't believe it, it's still happening, but it sounds good, honestly. But there's still 3 games left. I can still add to that, but it's a lot of fun out here.
Your teammate Alec Ingold told me he got number 19, the record-setting touchdown ball, sending it off to Canton, Hall of Fame. What'd you do with number 20?
I got 20 in my archives because that's something that's personally, for me. So I might paint it, I might get it customized, something, and just hang it up in my display.
Out of curiosity, do you know what the total touchdown record is for touchdowns in a single season?
Yeah, 31.
Pretty interesting considering you wear number 31.
Yeah.
What's the significance of that number to you?
So I wore 31 because it actually reminded me that, there was 32 teams in the league and all I needed was 30. I needed one team to believe in me, and so that's why I wrote 31 as in a reminder of myself.
To have the success you're having now at 31 years old, it's become a special number, but for you, why is there so much success this season?
A lot has to do with the scheme and everybody around. We all believe in each other. We all want to see each other, succeed. But ultimately, I want us to win a Super Bowl. And so, you have to be a little bit of, selfless in that act in order to get where we want to go to.
As a veteran running back, 31 years old, there's a lot of rhetoric nationally about the value of running backs getting second contracts, third contracts. What do you think this season you're having now does for the running back market across the NFL?
All in all, I do believe that, setting the standard for, old age running backs, I'm hoping that everybody takes into account that, age is just a number. It doesn't define you as a true player. You can make the most out of every opportunity that you get and also taking care of your body a little bit better. So
it is Christmas week. Amazing about the record, 40 years it stood. But what about the family? Who takes over Christmas in the Moser household?
Definitely my boys, my three boys, Gunnar, Nico, and Miles. They're the life of the party on that day. It's their special day. Santa came into town for them. And then my wife as well, and my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law likes to cook and get her Christmas recipes going. But then I also try to do my thing. I try to make some homemade cinnamon rolls on the Traeger. So I do those by scratch. I wake up about 5:30 in the morning to get the dough prepared. So
I know Dolphins fans really want a Super Bowl for Christmas. How much of an expectation is it that could be reality?
It's a lot of expectation, but we just have to take care of each and every game, and with the Dallas game, it's definitely the one. So
Merry Christmas to you and your family, and
thank you. Merry Christmas, everybody.